Hello everyone. My apologies for the mask, but my partner and I have a small activity in the countryside, and since people behavior is usually unpredictable, I prefer to keep my privacy. However, what matters here is the message. And the message is my experience, my own experience about testicular cancer, which which may be of your interest in case you're in the very unfortunate situation to suffer from this pathology. I'm also sorry for my English. It's not my native language. I'll try my best, but I choose it because I want to spread this message as much as possible. The reason behind this video is that 10 years ago, when I have got my right testicle removed, I searched online for videos and experiences about how life is after the surgery, and I couldn't find that much. To be honest, the most informative video I grabbed was a video from a guy that during the broadcasting took care of a lemon tree and spoke about his experiences without mentioning and talking about topics dear to me such as sex and sports performances after the surgery. You may have stumbled upon the same video. And well, I was 24 when diagnosed, French for university, and I guess you can understand why this topic was important to me. And just a disclaimer. Not gonna talk about medical procedures because any doctor could provide a much better explanation, since I'm just a computer scientist, so a very different field of study. But first, useful information. How did I discover it? Well, two flags actually. First flag, I was dating a girl at the time, and at a certain point orgasm started to feel slightly painful. I had the strange impression that something was wrong, and the discomfort came from the testicle region. First big flag. In that period I was also playing soccer in a small team. And at the end of the training, I went to take a hot shower after a cold evening of training, and there I felt the tumor, just by touch. It was like a small hard stone in my right testicle. It was evident compared to the other. At that point I worried up. So pay attention to these two flags. The day later I went to my doctor, who initially minimized it, but I insisted to have an ultrasound, which gave me the response I fear. After that, everything was actually fast. I entered the hospital, I had the surgery. During the surgery, the testicle affected by the disease was removed, and the months that came after were continuous going in and out of hospitals for the follow-up treatments. But the surgery alone proved to be successful at stopping the spreading of the disease. After that, I was, sent home from hospital alone. I was in a very fragile state of affairs. You can understand that. My original idea so far was to join the army with my degree, but I couldn't do it any longer since the army in my country would not have accepted me, so you have to change my plans entirely. And well, left to myself, I also made some gigantic mistakes, which I hope you don't do, guys. First mistake, I left the girl I was dating, and I stayed away from sex for a whole year, waiting for my confidence to be rebuilt. I was fragile at the time, and had this idea that sex wouldn't have been rewarding as it used to be. I also recall one night shortly after the surgery, I had a party, I ended up in bed with this girl, and I actually made sure not to go beyond kissing, another big mistake. I stopped playing soccer for a while, only to restart a couple of years later, in lower leagues of course, and the result was just losing time and opportunities on the field. As I said, big mistakes, but I hope you don't do the same. Because regarding to this point, guys, I can assure you, my best sex came after the surgery. My best sport performances also came after the surgery. So if you are in a situation I was, don't panic, don't do my mistakes, don't close yourself in, ask for aid, it always pays off. This may seem trivial, but it's actually a lesson I've learned later. There are so many help groups that can be conducted that it's worth a try. And it took me so long to understand this that take it as a sort of gift. Um, Actually, the only difference you will actually really notice is the quantity of sperm during your orgasm. That will be less, of course, but the orgasm itself will be good. Uh, I guess this is an acceptable price, for surviving. And you may also be given the chance to pause your sperm for later use. It can be a good strategy. I did it. It's up to you. And so you may be wondering why I'm sharing this video 10 years after the surgery, but it's simply because I felt alone at the time. And we have these powerful tools for sharing knowledge. And of course, I hope you don't live the same disease. But in case you do and watch the video, please remember to be quick in asking for medical aid, because time plays a pivotal role here. And later on, don't be as ashamed and embarrassed as I have been for long. When you have the chance, restart your normal life as soon as you can. Don't forget there is aid out there. But in case you don't find any, I'll leave my email in the description so that if you want, you can reach me and I may give you some useful feedback. It's been 10 years since I had the surgery, so maybe I have some powerful hint. Also, just for you to know, after the surgery, you will be asked if you want to install a fake testicle in place the one that got removed. I didn't follow the way, but it's actually up to you. In the past 10 years, my life's plans changed a lot. I tried different professional fields, always without finding the satisfaction I was looking for. And I'm actually even considering re-enrolling in university in the medical faculty this time. And further help people in need. That's actually my target. If you want to help me in my next study journey, you can donate small sums. Here through YouTube or through the link in the description. I have to figure out a way to allow you to do so. Actually, I haven't done it yet. I wanted to release the video because it can be beneficial, and whatever else is a plus that may be added later on. I'm also considering to share some picture of how a man's body looks after the surgery with only one testicle, a deep scar. I have to search for the right place to post the pictures because I don't want them to use the in weird ways. And if I find any, I'll describe it in the description as well. And whoa, this was touchy and difficult for me, but is really all I wanted to share with you. This is actually my experience, and for what I can say, take always care, guys. Thank you.